As a creative, everything is a nail when you're a hammer. And so you come into it as a videographer, you're like, yeah, we can do this and fix that. When, as my job as a kind of a creative director and a strategist is to sit there and say, well, does that fix it? And it's really hard because it's kind of a difficult thing to get around, because you can't just go into a job and expect your thing to solve it. You need to understand what the job needs before you can solve it. And that's honestly the legacy, if you want to call it, of AMP, is like the connecting point between client and creative. Like that's really what I want it to be, is where people can sit there and be like, I don't quite know what I need, right? But I know I need to do something to make my company more successful. And I know that AMP, they'll sit down and they'll listen, and their strategists will be able to sit there and say like, wow, it sounds like you need more awareness, or you need more conversions, or you need more whatever, right? Like then they can, go into it with a bit more confidence, and then our creatives can also get the information they need. I just want to solidify, so like I usually give them one sheet and be like, this is what we're doing, or this is what I want to do, right? And so with video, it can be very daunting because it's a big task, but then with like web and with design and photo, it's all the same thing. It's always the same kind of like key markers you got to hit. So I think we're in year one of like really being fully known as AMP as a marketing agency versus AMP, a video production company. So a lot of my clients coming to me now are like, we need this on our web, we need this, versus before they come to me and be like, well, we need this TV commercial, we need this, and that I'm pushing over to the MindFusion side, because A, he's better suited to handle that stuff because he has a better handle of it, and B, it just allows me to focus on the high level, and then I can jump in as a director and I can jump in as a photographer if needed, but it's not a thing that I want to get to the point that I rely on anymore.